Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Uchet. Today, looking at this structure, I believe many have been following this particular drawing from beginning, from GA up to this level that we analyze and design. That's, I mean, from part 1 up to part 6. So today we'll be looking at the part 7, and I really want to appreciate rather those who have been, liking and also commenting. Is that okay? As we always say, your comment is very, very important. Is that okay? Even as you are liking the video, we want to appreciate you. We want to say thank you so much. And also for those that have been inviting others to Ekidel, telling others about Ekidel, we want to say thank you and God bless. Alright, and one love, keep us together. Okay, today we are going to look at the part 7. And in this part 7, we want to look at how to interact, the proper way of interacting with your structural element. And not just when you talk of interacting with your structural element, what and what do you look at for, even though they have passed the design. If you look at my design status now, the particular element has actually failed. If you look at this one, not that like this orange now, like this one, this yellow now, if you look at it, is what is telling us warning. Is that okay? But the orange color is telling us what? Expired analysis. So anyway I see the warning, it means that not that it has actually failed, but there's a warning which we need to look into. Is that okay? And anywhere you see green, it means is what? The structure is okay by the software. Then also take note, I said by the software. So now if you look at the white, it's not designed, and if you look at the blue, it means what? Do not design. So we are going to be looking at all these colors in this particular structure. So if you look at it, here now we have about 3 colors. Is that okay? We have this one, which is the warning. You can see it here. If I shift it a little, so you can see it here, isn't it? The color here it means warning, and you can also have it here. It means this particular being, there's a what? There's a warning. And if you look at this one that are showing red, according to this one, it means what? They are failing, isn't it? And if you can now see this green, it means what? These ones are okay. So looking at this one now, we have about a 95% element past the design. So the remaining one, how do you now go about it? And apart from that, we are going to go into what we call interactive design. Let's assume all of them are showing green. All of them are showing green. We are not going to depend totally on the structure. There are things we need to look out for when it comes to column. There are things we need to look out for to be sure that yes, indeed, it's okay. And also when it comes to beam, likewise, there are things we need to look out for to be sure that yes, it's okay. Is that okay? All right. So on this note now, let's get started. So before it was like this. Can you see it? You can see it now. So as you are seeing it, looking at this now, I will not be able to see those one element. Are you getting me? That are actually failing either inside or at story 1 or story 2 or story 3. So what do? I remove the wall. Is that okay? So that if they are up to 100 stories, at least with this I should be able to see those ones that are failing, isn't it? So that is that. So now let's now get started. How do we now make this member pass the design? So for example, when it comes to interactive design, let me first of all show us the process. Is that okay? So if you want to do your proper interactive design, it's always advisable you go to what? To design. Under your design, go to what? Column. Can you see column section design? I click on it, and once I click, I can now see those ones that are failing. So you can see them. Those ones that are what? That are actually failing. So from here now you can see we have story 1. This 1C1. What does it mean? The first one means the story, while this last number means what? The column number. If you look at this one now, the same column, you can see 2C1. It means what? Story 2 column 1, which means that this column and they are aligned, they're on the same set, and they are the same set, isn't it? So if you look at their front now, you have 1 1 1 1, which means this column now, story 1 column 1, story 2 column 1, story 3 column 1, story 4 column 1. Can you see this one now? Column 1, sorry, story 1 column 2, story 2 column 2, story 3 column 2, story 4 column 2. Can you see it now? So this is how you understand your element. So anyone that failed now, if for example, if I increase this one, mistakenly increase this one to, let's say, not mistakenly, if I increase this one to, let's say, 500 now, automatically maybe it's failing, and I increase to 500, automatically I have to come to story 1 and also increase to 500 so that it will be of the same section. exactly. So on this note now, I'll go and show you on the other side. Is that okay? Let me see, let me off this. All right. Okay, so now looking at this one now, if you look at this one is failing. If you look at this one, is failing, isn't it? Since this one is failing, I'm going to see how we can make this one pass. This mile, I'll start from here, click on this, then right click and click on section design, column section design, and let's wait for it. All right, looking at this one now, so why is it failing? Is that okay? I'll come here and click. Can you see number? You see bar must be what? Must be increased. So which means that I have to go and increase the section. Come here now. So I'll come here from 450, let's say 500. Then after 500, the first thing, update. After updating, reset the bars and also interactive design. Let's see. So can you now see it has passed by what? With 500. It has passed with what? 500. So no warning. As long as there's no warning here again, before it was showing us warning, which means that column was not okay. But if you now look at it now, after increasing to 500, it has now passed the design. No, instead of warning, we are seeing our reinforcement. The moment you see your reinforcement here, automatically that's number one, is okay. And if you look at this place also, you see what ND is, what is also okay. Then I can now click on OK. And I haven't done that now. I can now click on what? On OK. Don't forget this one is what? 230 by 500. Is that okay? As 32. Is that okay? So I'll now come here now. Let's allow it. Let's allow it. Okay, let's update. Okay, I can now click here now. So can you see it now? So this one now pass with what? 230 by 500. So I will not just leave it like this. Is that okay? So I will now come here now, assuming even this one, I just assume it's passing. Because at times this particular column here will pass. We show you green, which means it has passed, and this one will show you fail. Just for example now, if you look at this one now, can you see this one now? So you can see this one. So we are going to look at that. Is that okay? All right. So now I'll come here now, click on this one now also, click here, section design, column section design. I also come here and make it 500. Is that okay? 500, sorry. 500. And then update, reset bar, and also interactive design. You see, this one is failing. Is that okay? There's a warning. So I'll come here now. So let me make it 550. 550. Is that okay? Update, then update, then reset bar, interactive design. All right, with this we can say it's okay. So you can see it's giving us, since we are having a 550, so let me make it 600. Let's just make it 600. Is that okay? 600. Is that okay? 600, then reset bar, sorry, 600, not 500, 600, then update, reset bar, and then click on this. Let's wait. Can you see it now? 8y20. Is that okay? Now if you look at this, it means your column is what? Your column, not that your column is failing, just that it's going through stress. And many a times the truth is, if you have to follow this particular symbol, this exclamation mark symbol, you discover that you'll be having excess unreasonable at times section of columns if you follow this. So but what you need to look out for is that number one, your ND is okay, and it has given you reinforcement. That's number two, is okay. And also if now click on OK now, if I click on OK, is that okay? There's place we need to see our, what do you call it, utilization ratio, which I'm going to be showing us. Is that okay? When it comes to interactive design, first of all, we are trying to see that yes, it has turned to green. So you can now see how I've increased this one. Now since this one is passed at 600, for me, I don't want to have 600 here and here 500, 550, and then here this. So automatically I'll just come here and make this one also. Since this one passed with 600, I'll just make this one 600 for easy and proper detailing. Is that okay? Click on this. Can you see it now? So I can now click on OK and final OK. Correct. So which now tells us that from here to here is 600, while from here to the last is what? Is 450. It's better than to have 600, 500, 450. Can you see it now? So it's better that way. All right. So this is how you go about all of this. So let's now look at this one that is also failing. Let's click on this, right click and click on what? Section design, and let's wait and see. Okay, it's failing. Why is it failing? Let's see. Okay, the same thing, number of bar. Okay, we are still going to be dealing with the section. So this one now, let me make this one 500. I want to work within 500 and 650 maximum. So click on this one, and then this. Can you see it has passed 6y16 and everything's okay? I can now click on OK and also OK, then click outside. So it means that this particular one is 500 by 500 to the last. Is that okay? So that means in my from here now, I remember that I have column of 450. I also have column of 600 and that of what of 500. 3. Is that okay in numbers? So that is that, and I will try to work orders within this range. Is that okay? Okay, so having explained that now, so let's also come here now. Here, for example, looking at this one now, if I look at this one, click on this, right click, section, yes, and let's see what is going to be passing with. Let me click on this. Okay, it's even okay, it's okay, so everything's okay, it's okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's okay. All right, since it's okay, that means we are good to go. Let me click on it again and let me confirm. Okay, if there's any warning, and if none, okay, interactive design, okay, perfect. So it means there's no issue. We don't have any issue with that. Is that okay? All right, so that is fine. So if now come to this place now, where I want to explain to us. So if you look at this particular one, let's click on this, right click. Don't forget that this one is failing and it's at the top, isn't it? So if the section here is passing with 500, automatically everything under it is going to be 500. But if you look at it, this one passed at 450, but getting to the top here is failing. So if I mistakenly, sorry for using the word mistakenly, if I use if I go ahead and use, for example, 500 and it's passed with 500, automatically everyone under it must be what? Must be 500. I can't leave this one 450 and now leave this one 500, because it's expected that even the lower column should be higher than the upper column. So the upper column should not be higher than the lower column. Is that okay? All right, so click on this now. Let's click on this, and then I'll come here. Okay. All right, why is failing? Okay, it's still okay also, so no problem, no any issue. So I'll click on this. Let me click. All right, let me confirm it again. So can you see now, it's not all the time you do what you just go ahead and increase your section. That you have to click on interactive design. Assuming some people now, they'll just come here since it's already showing red and start increasing it. No, you need to know the reason why it's failing. Is that okay? So I'll click on this one. Let me see. Okay, everything here, they are okay, and then I click on OK and final OK. Can you see it now? So this is how you go about your column interactive design. So now let me now go to the other part that I want to show us. Okay, let's work on this. Let's work on this together. Let's see this one. Okay, why is it failing? Okay, it's okay. 10, 450, 10. Okay, it's still okay, it's still okay. Or if I like, I can make it also 500. Is that okay? So that we have the two 500 there around that area. Okay, 8 is better. So I will now come here now, click on OK. Alright, then click on this. Okay, hold on. This select bar, click on this. Okay, still 8, which is okay. Alright, then click on OK. Is that okay? Correct. So you can now see how we have made those one past the design. Is that okay? So now, if you want to do it, I just came here to show us, but if you want to now start your own proper interactive design, so it's better you come to this place, come to here. You are seeing concrete design. Sorry, yes, concrete design. Come to what? Column section design. Is that okay? So that I can now see those ones that are what? That are failing. Is that okay? Those ones that are failing. So for the example, this one now, I'll click on this one. Is that okay? So this one now is on story 4. Can you see? It's at story 4, column 1, column 1, story 1, column 4, story 1, column 4. I will now come here, interactive design. Can you see it now? Click on this. Click on this. Okay, so why is it failing? Let's check it also. Okay, it's still you need increment. I'll come here. Since it's on story 1, let me use a 500 also. After 450 is my 500. Click on the select bar and click on this. Let's see. Okay, it has passed. So I'll now click on what? On OK and final OK. Can you see now it has passed? So when it's come to this place now, first of all, your utilization ratio, everything must be less than 1. Everything you are seeing here must be less than 1. Is that okay? No one should be up to 1. That's number one thing you must. When it comes to interactive design, everything here must be what? Less than 1. And when all this one must also show what? Check. green check. Can you see it now? Green check. So at this point now, I'm going to pause in this video to now interact to do this one. Like this one now that's showing us this what story 1 column 6, story 2 column 6. Can you see now? Story 1 column 6, story 2 column 6. See the same column on the same. So let's see how we can make this one to pass the design before I pause the video. Is that okay? Click on this. Come to interactive design. Let's wait for okay. Why is it failing? Okay, it's still okay. So I click on this, okay. 0.9 is still okay. Come here now. So let's also see why it's failing. Okay, it's also okay. If you look at it, everything has shown us our reinforcement, no warning. Is that okay? And this one is okay. I'll click on okay, then final okay. So if you look at it, 0.99, yes, it's as long as it's still less than 1, it's still okay. Is that okay? You can say it's still perfectly okay. Is that okay? Oh, that's fine. All right. So if you like, if you think that maybe it's too close to 1, if you like, and go and increase it to what do you call it, 500 or whatever. Is that okay? So that is that. So I'm going to pause this video to now make all these ones, all this remaining red, and make it pass the design. Is that okay? I've told us that once you come to this place, click on this. First of all, make sure it's showing you red, this mark, which is this green, mark green, and also this one must be less than 1. And after which you come here, interactive design. Despite that it's showing you green and all of that, you still have to come here and click on what, interactive design, and make sure that it's showing you your reinforcement. Is that okay? Then before you now click on okay, and you know that yes, that particular column you are okay with it. Is that okay? And you go to the next one and do the same thing. So let me see this one again. Interactive design. Let's see. Then this one. Okay, it's showing me the reinforcement. Okay, then okay. So can you see it now? You can see this one now. Click on this. Okay, interactive design. Okay, then I click on okay and final okay. Can you see now? I've already seen that okay, that should give me green. This one is less than what? Less than 1. So all I need to do is to now go and check if it's giving my reinforcement, even though I'm seeing it here, because at times it will fail, but yet it should still give you your reinforcement. If you look at this one now, can you see it? It's failing, but it has still giving you what, reinforcement. That warning must always go and do what, and check it. Is that okay? Very, very important. So finally, let me click on this, and then let's see. Okay, then click on okay and final okay. So I'm going to pause this video to reduce the length. Is that okay? All right, thank you. So we can now see that yes, all our column have passed the design. Sorry, it's lagging. Sorry, it's lagging. Sorry, just a minute. All right, so sorry for the lagging, and we can now see that yes, they have all passed, the columns have passed the design. So this is how you go about your column interactive design. As I have said, the moment you come to this place now, here first, then the first thing to check your what do you call it, this your design status. Make sure it's showing you what, green, mark green, and also this your utilization ratio is what is showing you also less than 1. And once that one is on, the last one is to go to this place and also check your interactive design. So and check, make sure that's what is giving your reinforcement. And once that one is done, automatically your column is perfectly okay. Is that okay? So let me close this one now. So let's now go for beam interactive design. So first of all, let's know why this one is failing before we now go into what interactive design. Let's click on this and right click and click on beam. Can you see it? Beam section design. Is that okay? I'll click on this. So let's wait for it to come up. All right, here we are. So why is it failing? So let's check. First of all, if you look at this, what's the span? 5.7. That's about 5.8 or so. If you add it total together, it's from this edge to this edge, that is a 5,007. So if you now add this one to this one, that's center to center, it should be around 5,800. Is that okay? Or plus. So now if I now look at this one now, okay, first of all, okay, looking at this here, it's okay. I'm going to be explaining. Let me reduce this. So if you look at it, I'm trying to reduce this now. It's failing here at this point. So if I increase it back, okay, it's okay. If you look at it, it's more than 100. All of them here, they are more than 100, and even though this one is far more than 100. Okay, and if you look at the bottom also, it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. So I can come here, come to this downside. You can see that this place is showing us red. Correct. This red we are seeing, what is it talking about? As long as the value here, all these places now, apart from the deflection, all the value here, if any of them show you red, your, as long as that red is not less than 20, your structure is still okay, because what this place is talking about the kind of quartz aggregate. And if you are using white, your aggregate will grade what do we call it, 20 mm. If your quartz aggregate is 20 mm and here is showing you more than 20, it's still okay, even though it's showing you red. Like this one, I can set at 3.8 red. Is that okay? Which is still okay because your quartz aggregate is what is 20. This place talk about the space between your reinforcement. Is that okay? Between, if you have a reinforcement 1, reinforcement 2, reinforcement 3, for example, that's 3y16 at the bottom. So now the space between them, what we are saying is that it should not be less than 20, so that your quartz aggregate will be able to pass through. And that's that. If I also come here to this place now, if I come to this place, I can see my deflection. You can see that this is 23 and this is 10. So 23 minus 10, that's more than, that's 10, 11, 13 plus. That should be around 13 plus, isn't it? Which is very, very okay. Is that okay? So I can now click on okay. Why is it now still showing us the red? Can you see now it has passed the design? So it's not all the time that your structure show you red that just conclude that you're going to be what, increasing the section. Is that okay? All right, that's that. So now let's now go for beam interactive design, which is very, very important. Beam, we are done with column. We have known how to go about your column interactive design. Is that okay? Don't be lazy in carrying out your what, interactive design. Very, very important. But before we go, let's look at this one that is showing us what, this warning. Is that okay? This particular one, let's click on it. Let's click on it and let's see what is happening there. Let's click on this. Okay, can you see now there's a deflection? Even though if you look at this place, it's about 6 meters. If you look at it, and this one definitely it will deflect with that small wall load. So can you see now, if you look at this place, okay, the area of steel is okay, and my reinforcement, everything is okay. But here, if you look at it, there's what, there is a what do we call it, deflection. Is that okay? Let me see if I increase this. Okay, that's why I increased to 4, yet it's still deflecting. So automatically, what will I do? I need to increase this section of this from 300. So I'll come to this place where you're seeing beam. I'll click on it. Is that okay? I'll click on that beam. Let's wait for it to come up. Sorry, beam. Okay, so let's wait. Can you see it here? This is it here. I'll now change it to what, to 400. Sorry, let's come up to 400 or 400 or 450. So I'll change it to 450. Because of that span, I'll make it 450. Is that okay? I'll make it a 450. This is 450 now. So I'll click somewhere else and then click on what, still buy again. Can you see it now? As I made it 450, can you now see it now? You can see everything here have what increased. If I like now, I can now make it 16, and let me now see. As I made it 16, you still pass the design 3y16 at the bottom. Can you see now 3y16 at the bottom? Can you see everywhere here? If you look at this, more than 100, all the value here they are more than 100, isn't it? And also my reinforcement 3y16, and if I come here, no one is showing me red. And if you like I look at my deflection, if you minus this from this, that should be around 14 plus. Is that okay? That should be 14 plus or 13 plus, which means the difference between them is 13 plus, which is still okay. Is that okay? So if I like, I can make it 4y16 pass the design. Looking at all of this condition now, I can say my beam with by God's grace, everything is perfectly okay with this beam despite the length. Is that okay? All right, so that is that. I'll click on this. Let's wait for it. Okay, so can you see now it has passed the thing applicable to this one. I'll come here, click on this. Let's wait for it. Okay, it's failing. So what I'll do now, for me to do this one, I'll come here now, under this one. Let me use 3. Is it 3? Let's wait for it. I think it's 3 or 2. Okay, 3. It's 3. Okay, so this place is failing. Can you see it now? It's failing by this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to increase it. Is that okay? I'm going to be increasing this particular place, because if you look at it in deflection, it's failing, isn't it? So even though all of this, we are going to make arrangement, rearrange it. Can you see? Try to reduce this one and increase this one. Is that okay? Because of this deflection, I'm going to increase the depth. Is that okay? All right, so I'll come to this place now and increase the depth. Is that okay? Let's confirm the which area is this one. And me looking at this all through, me looking at this, I'll just based on my judgment from experience, I'll just increase all. Is that okay? I'll increase it to, let's say, 350. Is that okay? And this one also 350, and this one also 350. Let's see, click somewhere else, then let's come back here. Can you see now? Can you see they are all passing what the design? Is that okay? 350, and that is that. So where is critical is this particular aspect. Is that okay? So I can now decide to use this one. Is that okay? Then come here and reduce this one. Okay, correct. Come here and reduce this one to this 16, then use 1. Okay, 1y16. I don't want to make this one 4. Is that okay? I don't want to make this one 4, so this one I can reduce it or remove it. Is that okay? Make this one 3. Is that okay? Okay, and then automatically make this one 3. Is that okay? Make them 3. Is that okay? All right, if I say I'll make this one 3y16 is failing here, that means I'm going to make this one what, 2. Can you see, even at 2 it's not passing, except if I want to make this one what, say 20. Is that okay? Let me, if I make 1, what about 1? 1 is failing. Can you see it now? So it's now your choice that, okay, at the support here now, they are going to be using what, 2y20. That's if you want, so that all the top here will be what, will be what do we call it, 3y16. So as I said, it's your choice, but the way it is here, I don't want this type. Is that okay? This pattern. Is that okay? What I'll go to layer 2. I'll make it layer 2. Can you see it now? I'll make it as layer 2. This layer 2 now. It means that this one will be at the bottom, direct bottom of this, instead of being by the side. Because if I put pattern 1, if I put 1, if I make it a 1, layer 1, it means that they are going to be by each other side. Is that okay? That's why I'm having this. Let's see if I make it 2. What will happen? Can you see now? It's no longer showing red. There's enough space, isn't it? There's enough space to accommodate that. But if I make it layer 1, can you see? It's showing me red, which means the space is close to what? To 20. Can you see now? Though it's not up to, it's not it's more than 20, but it's getting close to what, to 20. That's why it's showing me this particular red. So for me, I'll make what, 2. Is that okay? So which is okay. So looking at this one and everything's okay, and also here my deflection 6 against 8. Also, can you see now? If you come here, 6 against 8, that's about if you look at it, that's about 1 plus. The deflection is not okay for me, so automatically this one I'm going to increase it from 350 to what, to 450. And which beam is that? Which beam is that? Beam what? Beam 57. Come here. Where's beam 57? 57. Okay, see it here, the first one here. I'll make it what, 450. I prefer making it 450, and this one 450. Is that okay? So that the 450 will start coming from inside, not from the beam. Is that okay? All right, so not from column, rather. I'll come here. Okay, 4 against 9, which is okay. So this one is perfectly okay. Guys, now if minus it, we still have 5 difference, so which is perfectly okay. Can you see now? This is how you go about your interactive design. You can see all that we have checked, all of the value here, they are more than 100. And also if you look at this one, no one is less than 20, and their deflection, none of them is less than 5. If you check it very well, none of them is less than what, less than 5. Is that okay? I can now click on what, on OK. So can you see it now? Can you see what we have done now? So that is that. So let's now from here now, you can see that everything is showing us what, green. Is that okay? Which means the entire structure is okay. We have done with column, isn't it? We are done with the column, and now we have those ones that are failing. Excuse me, those ones that are failing, we have made them pass. So that's for the beam. So now go to this place now. Come to this place and click on what, story beam. Is that okay? And click on this. Correct. So it's at this point now you now start your proper interactive design. And once you get to this place, number 1 check is this one, isn't it? And number 2 is what, to make sure that this one is less than what, less than 1. Then I'll now come to what, interactive design. And once I click on it, I'll now come and check. Can you see now? If I look at this one now, if you look at the top, the extra AS, looking at the top here, all of them is less than, it's more than 100. But at the bottom here, they are less than 100, isn't it? So automatically I'll increase the what to 3. So if I'm making it 16 now, can you see? That's me. I'm going to have 4y16. Can you see now? So it's now left for you as a structural engineer. Now, okay, I want to use lesser number of what diameter of reinforcement, which is this one, or higher one, and in terms of quantity reduce. Is that okay? So in looking at this, quantity increase but diameter reduce. So in this case now, quantity reduce, diameter increase. So can we see? So it's now left for you to make your choice. Is that okay? And coming to this place also, I can decide to make this one 16, then 3. Can you see it now? So that's 3y16 at the top and also 4y16 at the bottom. So looking at this one now, we can now say yes, everything here is perfectly okay because they are more than what? More than 100, isn't it? So now coming to this place now, none of them is showing red. Even though it's showing red, as long as the value is not less than 20, we say it's what is still okay. And come to this place now, if you look at the difference between my deflection now, that's L over D. If you look at this, 31 minus 31.3 minus what 9.13 is far more than what? More than 5. The difference is more than 5, isn't it? Because the minimum we should have should not be more than what? Should not be less than 5. Or the worst part of the worst comes to worst is what? Is 4. Is that okay? Anything less than 4 is not too okay. At least what you should have should not be what? Less than 5. You check the difference between this one and this one. It should not be less than what? Less than 5. But anything from 5 and above, you are good to go. So that if there's any slight compromise, at least at the end, if you have to carry it out, we'll still be having maybe like let's say 2 difference. Is that okay? So if your own difference is already 2, by the time they have a slight compromise at site, automatically there will be deflection, isn't it? But if it's at 5, at no matter the level of compromise, the structure should be what? Should still be stable without deflecting. Is that okay? So that's the essence of we are saying that it should not be less than what? Less than 5. Even though manual design, if your actual is 25 and your limiting is 26, if you look at the difference, is what? Is just 1. And normally in manual design we say what? Section is okay. But when it's come to reality in terms of design, using software to design, or you are designing in real life, that 1 is too close, because any slight mistake at site or slight compromise, it can lead to what? Deflection. Is that okay? All right, so looking at this one now, we are finished interacting with this. We can now see what is okay. Now finally, I'll click on this before I complete the rest. I'll now come here, click on this one now. Okay, so at this point I want us to listen very well and be careful. So if you look at this now, if you notice our reinforcement are scattered, isn't it? They are somehow scattered. You can see at the support, we have at the support, we also have at the support, at the span, and all of that. So which is not okay. Practically, this is not how we arrange our reinforcement. So you can come here now, click on this, and come to this one as what? Lap left to what? Lap left to this to face. Can you see it now? And also this one, where is it? Lap left to face, and also this one lap left to what? To face. Click on this and come here. Either increase and reduce. Is that okay? So we'll come back to this. Okay, we'll come back to this. Something's wrong here. Let me see. Extend left to lap. Yes, extend left to lap. Yes. Okay, extend left to lap and extend right to lap. So come to this place again, then click on extend left to lap and extend right to lap. So okay, come here, reduce and also increase. Can you see it now? So this is how you go about it. But instead of me to be doing this, it's going to take my time. All I will do is just to come to this. Can you see? Automatically lapped. They have been lapped automatically. So I will now come to this place now. I will now come to this place and begin to make my adjustment. First of all, I need to check all of these places. All of these places. Can you see it? If I scroll up to the end, can you see it? So I'll make sure that all the value here, none of them is what? Less than 100. Is that okay? So I'm going to start from the beginning. If you look at this place now, we have less than 100. So what does that mean? Let me see. I can decide to make this one, let's say 3. Okay, that's your choice. But this 3 now, I'll make it what? 2. Layer 2. Is that okay? Perfect. Is that okay? Layer 2. And also I need a web bar. Why am I in need of web bar? Because based on rule, once your beam depth is more than 600 and above, you expect to have at least minimum of 1 web bar. Is that okay? I'll provide this one there, and also come here, provide one. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, click on this. Let's continue. Let me now scroll. Okay, have another web bar. Sorry, another web bar here. Okay, so that's I've provided web bar for all of them. So I'll now come and start from here now. Okay, so looking at this one now, I'll come here. Okay, this one is okay now. This one is also okay. But if you look at it, we have 3y20 and this one 2y20 and this one 4y. So let's see so that we not confuse the people at the site. Let me make this like this. It's okay. And coming to this place also, if you look at this is much. Let's see if you can reduce it. Okay, it's also failing. What about if I make this one 2 okay, let me leave it at this, then come here and make it what 2, layer 2. Is that okay? Perfectly okay. And here, can I reduce? If I reduce, there'll be a problem. Okay, except we will increase. So if I increase this one now, if I increase this, is that okay? I can reduce if I increase this depth, I can reduce the number of reinforcement, and I don't want to use 16 will fail. 5 is not okay, so 4 is okay. Is that okay? 4y16. So I'm going to leave it like this. Is that okay? I just have to leave it like this. Is that okay? All right, so that is that. I'll come here now. I can't just now come and make everything 4y16, sorry, 4y20. To buy the 1y20, you know what it costs. Is that okay? So it's better this way. If you select this one, no problem. Is that okay? Look at the span is very, very small, and this one is also okay. It's also okay. Look at this, is more than 100. All of them is more than 100. So if you look at it now from the top now, everything is what more than 100. That's one. So and also we have also lapped them, isn't it? So now the next thing is to come and check my deflection. Is that okay? I'll come here now, check my deflection. If you look at the difference between this one 10.22, sorry, 11.22 less than what 30.71, which is very okay. 11, the same thing, 40 something. If you look at this one, 36 minus this minus 10.98 is also more than 5, and this minus this is 4 more than what? More than what do you call it? More than 5. Is that okay? All right, so you can now see how we have done our interactive design on this. With this one now, we are good to go. Is that okay? So I can now come here now and then click on final. Okay. Is that okay? All right, so you can now see how we have interacted with this. So the next thing is to come to this. So this is how you go about interacting with your members. So is that okay? So finally, let's just click on this one and see what's the interactive this one together, and then we move to the next one. Okay, so you can now see also scattered. Is that okay? I'll come here straight. First of all, come here and make it 2. Sorry, no. So I'll make it what 3. 3, correct. So can you see it now? So now that we have this pattern now, so I'll now come here again. Anyone less than from this place, okay, the top is okay, then the bottom is what we are having this. So automatically, let me see, why am I having this one here? I don't want this one here. Let me increase this one, then make this one okay. This one is okay. It's more than 100. 109 is still okay. Is that okay? Then come to this place, 900 something is still okay. Okay, come here, let me reduce this, correct. So let me reduce this, let me remove this one. Okay, I've reduced you. What is the matter? You have not gone. So I'm coming, let's see. Correct, it's gone. Okay, so if you look at it at the top, we are good to go. Is that okay? So but in this case now, it's better we have okay, it's support and support, no problem. It's support and support, not that it's a cantilever. It's support and support, and it's only this one that is a cantilever. Is that okay? So since it's only this one that is cantilever, we can still go where we have a 3y16 here, and then connected with what 2y16. If you take care of this, because if you look at the span, it's what just 500 and that just is 600. Is that okay? All right, which is okay. Then come to the bottom, is okay, but this place now it's not okay. I'll make it 3y16. Okay, 3y16 is perfectly okay. That is that. So I'll now come to this side now. If you look at this place now, we are done with this. Based on that rule that this place must not be less than what 100 to go. But coming to this place now, let's now see. Okay, 47.47 minus 8.75, far more than 5. So 14.57 minus 1.79 is what? It's also far less than more than 5. So which means this beam now, looking at this, is very, very okay. Is that okay? All right, so now I can now click on my okay. Is that okay? So now click on okay. Is that okay? All right, so this is how you go about your interactive design. So I'm going to pause the video pause this video for me to finish the interactive design. Is that okay? All right, that's fine. Okay, that is fine. So we can now see that yes, we are done with the interactive design of this structure. So you can see everything is perfectly okay. So let me bring up my wall. So can you see now everything is showing you green? So with this one now, you can confidently say that yes, your structure is safe. You can go to bed and sleep and snore. Is that okay? So at this point, in case you have not still clicked on like button, I want to say please do so, and also your comment is very important to us. Is that okay? Even as much as you click on the like button, and also your comment is very important, and also subscribe if this is your first time with Ekidel. Is that okay? Comment across Ekidel, and if you are used to Ekidel, please tell others about Ekidel. Is that okay? As many engineers that you know, please talk about Ekidel. Thank you so much. We are very grateful for doing that. Is that okay? All right, so the next thing now is your slab. Is that okay? Many don't know how to draw their slab, so let's now go there and see how we can draw our slabs. Is that okay? All right, so I'll now go to, for me to draw my slabs, I'll go to what, to plan view. On this plan view now, first of all, let me save this work. Let's save the work. Is that okay? All right, so we have saved this work now. So the next thing is to draw our slab shape. So how do you draw your slab shapes? I'll come here now, come to my, where is it? Okay, come to concrete member and come to what, slab shape. Is that okay? Now, as I said, this one is different. Protastructure 2018 is what we are using. It's different from Protastructure 2022 and above. Is that okay? All right. So if you look at this one now, we have beam to beam on X direction. This one I have to make X direction active. Once I'm done with X direction, I'll come for Y direction. Is that okay? So but for now, I want to focus on X direction. Is that okay? All right. So on that note now, from, if I look at X direction, this is the beam and this is the beam. So this one, the middle one here, stands for beam. Is that okay? I'm starting from beam and I'm ending in beam. I'm starting from this beam and I'm ending in this beam. I can't cross because there's opening here. I can't cross. Assuming there's a slab here, I can cross. Is that okay? So you cannot cross an opening. It will give you an error. Is that okay? All right. So I'll now come here now. Click on beam to beam. Then come here, move away a little. It's snapping some places. I'll just make sure, okay, this one's okay. I'll press my control key to make it what, straight somehow. You know, the structure is not what they call it, straight. So can you see it now? It's passing at 250, Y12 at 250. I also come here now again. You see the same condition from beam to beam. So I also come here again, correct. Move away straight, move straight. Why is it snapping that place? Let's wait and see. Okay, it has passed. It's still okay. Can you see it now? It has given us our reinforcement. So this is how you go about it. Now when it comes to your displays now, how do you go about it? I'm just going to touch some parts. Is that okay? For the purpose of this training. Is that okay? Let's check this one now. So for me to pick this one, it's going to be what? From cantilever to beam. Because this is a cantilever and this is a beam here, isn't it? So I'll come here now, from cantilever. This is my cantilever and this is my beam. Can you see? Cantilever, beam. So I'll come here now, from this place now, I'll snap this. Let's see. Okay, perfect. It's still passing with what? With a 250 spacing. Is that okay? So since this one have passed, automatically this one will pass. But let me just click on this. Is that okay? But since the top here, if you look at this place, represent this one. But for this one, I can now say slab to beam. Is that okay? I'll just say from slab to beam. Is that okay? That's from this slab now to this beam here. Is that okay? Can you see it now? So can you see it? So that is that. Then if I come to this other side now, let's now look for Y direction. Is that okay? Let's look for Y direction. So I'll come here now. If I want to do this one, okay, let's just continue with this one. We have still on X direction, beam to cantilever. So I'll come to beam to cantilever. Can you see beam to cantilever? So I'll come here now. From here now, press my control key to make it straight somehow. Click on this. Yes, it's still passing with the same. So also come here now, the same thing from beam to cantilever. Perfect. It's still passing. Is that okay? So that is that. So let's now go for Y direction. Okay, so for Y direction, let me concentrate on this place. Can you see? Because this place, because of the load, is that okay? The wall load. Let's confirm this place, because if this one have passed automatically, I don't have any issue with other aspects. Is that okay? All right. So I'll come here now, from cantilever to beam. So from cantilever to beam. So I'll come here now. You can see that my Y direction is active. I'll come here now. From here, I also come here, then click. Correct. So it's still passing. Very good. It's passing at Y12 at what 250 is okay, which also represent this one also. If I come to this place also, it's still the same thing that will be happening. The same thing because it's the same load and the same span. Is that okay? So the same thing happens here. It's also okay. All right. etc. Can we see now? So this is how you go about your slab strip. So now we have known our reinforcement. Is that okay? So that is a so now that we have done this one, now I want to see if there's any issue with our slab. Is that okay? For example, we want to know the deflection. Is that okay? If there's any deflection, is that okay? So what you need to do on your slab, if it's a Protastructure 2022 automatically, or sorry, 2024 and or 2025 and above, yes, so that's 2025 or 2024, between them and above, it will definitely show you. As I draw this one now, you can see, you will definitely see it showing what green. Is that okay? It will show you green, that the slab is what is green, which means it's okay. But 2018 and to 2022, they will not show you green. But as long as it has shown your reinforcement without any warning, your slab is very, very okay. Is that okay? Very okay. And for you to also now confirm it further, you can come to this concrete design and come to what? First of all, let's look at what slab analysis and design. Is that okay? Let's click on this. For in this case now, I don't want to, is it design? Is it check design? Do not modify existing one. Yes, because I already have my word steel. I want to see if what I have on ground is okay. So this one says what? Check design, only reselect insufficient steel. I don't want that. Delete and reselect all, but I don't want that. Since I already draw my slab shape, this is what I want. Check the design, do not modify existing one, so that if there's any issue, it will give me a warning. Is that okay? So on that note now, this is only one I'm doing, not all the story. Is that okay? So I'll just click on this one. Is that okay? I'll click on this and let's wait for it. Is that okay? Let's wait for it to come up. So it's coming up. All right. So here we are. So it's here we are. So if you look at this one now, looking at this one, if you look at required and supply, AS require and AS supply. So if you look at this one now, if I start from, okay, let's start from here. If you look at this AS, this is AS. Can you see AS required slash AS supply? Can you see it now? So this is the AS required and this is what we have supplied. So mere looking at this, you know that yes, your reinforcement is perfectly okay. Just like when we are calculating manually, whatever we have calculated, we now go to our chart and do what? And pick. We are not expected to pick any value less than a area calculated, because this area required is the area calculated. This one, this required is the area calculated. Why this one, area supply, is what we have gotten. Your choice of reinforcement in what from your chart. So that is that. So automatically this one is very, very okay. If you compare the two, this is 226.19, what less than what 452.39. This is the area supplied, while this one is area required. That's AS required. Is that okay? So if we go through all of them, we are going to be having the same thing. So this one shows that what your slab is okay. That's check number one on your slab. So I'll come here now, close this one, then I'll now do what and close this one also. And I'll come to the same place for my deflection. You can come here what and check it. Though in Protastructure 2022 and above, once you click on this, there's a way, there's something where you click that to show you your deflection. Is that okay? That's it, to show you your deflection if it's okay. So but in this case now we are going to be using this. So I'll click on this, also crack, then leaving at minimum of what supporting sensitive what load and what partition. So I'll leave it like this. Is that okay? Just leave it as it is. Then click on what on for 5 years. Is that okay? For 5 years and above. So you can now see 6 months, ignore time effect, whichever one. So 5 years, what I want is 5 years or more. That's what I want. So I'll leave what, I'll click on OK and let's wait for it. If there will be any deflection in the next 5 years and more. So let's see. Is that okay? Let's wait for it. At this point, in case you have not clicked on subscribe button, I want to say please do so. Click on subscribe button if it's your first time, and also like this particular video and tell others about Ekidel. Is that okay? All right. So if you now look at it now, looking at story 1, is that okay? And looking at slab 2. to the one slab 2. If you look at deflection check is not what required, you can use it now. So if you also look at them, not required. If you look at it, except there's something you are seeing that I'm not seeing, if you look at them as I'm scrolling, you discover that not required, not required, not required is what you are seeing. And if you look at this one, can you see 10.0 less than what? 10.0 less than what? 35. Can you see it now? It's not close. If you look at difference, is what? If you look at different, the difference is what? It's very little. Is that okay? So that is that. Okay, you need to take your time to check it. Is that okay? This is just to explain, to show you. Can you see it now? Can you see this one and all of that? So this is how you go about it. If you check this one, 9.6 less than what? 35. Is that okay? Though I'm still going to check it again. Is that okay? But this is just to explain. Is that okay? This is how you get to know your deflection, and anyone that is close, this is where you get to know. Is that okay? And make adjustments if where needed. Is that okay? So I can now, if you want to print or save it as PDF, you can see it. If you want to save it as Word, you can also see it here. So I can now click on what? On close. So this is how you get to know your deflection, slab deflection, what they call it, beam deflection. I also have shown you that particular one, that L over D. Is that okay? All right, thank you so much. This is where we are going to be stopping for today. Now we are done with our what? Interactive design of all our members. So what we are left with now is what? Is our foundation design. Is that okay? And that will be last part of this training, which is what? Part 8. So this training now, from part 1 to part 8, if you can watch this video from part 1 to part 8, I bet you can actually handle a project. Is that okay? You'll be able to handle a project effectively without any issue, because we have taken our time to do the GA and everything up to this level. Is that okay? So please try to watch this video, this plaza, from part 1 up to part 7 so far, because we are in part 7 now. So the part 8 will now be what? Our foundation design. Is that okay? All right, that is that. So thank you very much. Till I see you next time. We also have what we call a Ekidel group, whereby we come together to do what? To advise one another and discuss everything that has to do with what? Engineering. Is that okay? All right, that is it. That we also have an Ekidel mentorship, whereby we train you beyond some things I've explained here. There are questions you might have, understand, that you will not be able to ask those questions. Is that okay? And also, when we come to that training, there are other things we'll be telling you when it comes to design. Is that okay? All right, so that is it. Is that okay? Thank you very much. Till I see you next time in our next video. We want to say bye. Please like the video and also tell others about Ekidel. Is that okay? Thank you and God bless you. One love. Keep us together. Bye.